The Tales of Mitch, Chapter 4, Back to the Future. December 20th, 1989, 9:20 p.m. As Rex stamped out yet another cigarette in his now full ashtray of butts and ashes, he covered his eyes with his left hand, anticipating the inevitable interruption to his recollections. "Aw, man, not now," Rex thought aloud, as the door to his sanctuary was thrown open, sucking out a cloud of smoke into the outside world beyond the throne room.
What the f*** is taking so f***ing long? We don't have a fuck.
Blade said, as she began choking on the cigarette smoke that had become trapped in the tight enclosed space. As the smoke cleared and fresh air began to permeate the room, Sean realized that now was a good time for a break. He quickly pressed the stop button on his tape recorder in an attempt to conserve tape for what he considered might be more relevant information. Looking up at Blade from his squatting position on top of the box of plastic bowling pins, he breathed a sigh of relief. Sean was beginning to feel the sting of his legs falling asleep, so he took this opportunity to stretch them as he observed Blade frantically trying to catch her breath. Blade bent over to heave, having inhaled too much of the foul air that was beginning to escape the throne room in full force. As Blade coughed and wheezed indignantly, Kat took this opportunity to use Blade's back as a place to rest her elbows. Looking at Rex, her face now showing how tired and bored she was, Kat said,
I tried to keep her out, my lord, but she caught me while I was dozing off.
A grin crept across Kat's face as she enjoyed Blade's brief moment of helplessness.
Get the f*** off me, you stupid bitch!
Blade said, standing up straight. Pushing Kat off of her, she almost knocked Kat completely out the door. Having only a moment to think, Blade turned to face Rex to apologize, but she was too late. Rex had jumped up from his throne and had his right hand around Blade's throat before she could utter another syllable. "I told you never to insult Kat, for if you insult her, you insult me. I told you not to disturb us while we were in my chambers, yet you busted in here as if you were my master!" Rex shouted in Blade's face as she grasped for air, with an expression of defiance as well as fear on her face. "Our time ticks away. Many seconds, few minutes, short hours before destiny is here. How dare you waste it with selfish questions and a girl's curiosity?" Rex continued.
Actually, curiosity is what kills me, my lord.
Kat whispered to Rex, as she realized that it was indeed her loathing for Blade that allowed this situation to transpire in the first place. Kat was never one for getting people into trouble without helping them out afterwards. She knew she could have easily stopped Blade from opening the door, had she not been so tired and bored. Not to mention, Kat was just as curious as Blade to find out what was going on in the throne room.